Right here is what will be the darkest part. And I'm going to lay it in. Now down here it becomes a bit lighter in value. So I'm going to soften this and just pull the color and run the brush along that edge. This is the first layer of pink that's going everywhere. And after it's in place and dry, we'll make decisions about how dark to go and what to do next. I just pull the color. It's lighter in value right along the edge. As we get towards the front of the tongue, it's becoming lighter in value overall. So as the brush runs out of color, I pull the color and then I just rinse the brush and wiped it on the towel. And I'll soften the edges. And pulling the color, softening it. Okay, I kept it a little lighter there. Right along the lower edge of the tongue, it's becoming darker in value again. And that's because there's a curve there. So I'm going to lay in some color right there. This is the consistency of milk. Right along the edge of the tongue. About to there. Still leaving this lighter value. I'll just go along the edge. We're beginning to create the impression of curving by laying in some darks. I laid in a darker pink here and here. It's darker here. And now I'd like to give attention up here. Very soon I'm going to lay in some bluish gray, but first I want to go in with a bit more pink, and this is the consistency of milk. I want to take some areas darker. That's dry. And the next thing I'll do is lay in a very pale glaze of this peach color. This is the consistency of tea. You can see how dark that looks, and that was a really thin consistency. Take it right over there. And now rinse that brush, wipe it on the towel, and grab the edges and pull. Just pull the edges and soften into the tongue. And we've laid in some shadow. Let's allow that to dry. So I think it's time now for a final glaze in the tongue that will unify everything. Now you could go in with water if you don't wish to take anything darker. Or you could go in with a very pale glaze of pink again. And because I would like to take this lighter area just a bit darker, I'm going to do that. If you feel like the tongue could be a little more pink, you could pick up a bit more permanent rose. The consistency of tea, nice and thin, and lay a glaze over the tongue. And you want to make sure this is a very thin consistency, but that will take it just a bit more pink if you'd like. Maybe you feel like that shadow needs to go a bit darker. You could pick up some pale gray. Again, the consistency of tea.